Berserker, nice. Gotta take out this Abyssal Guard, put in Berserker because I need more DPS, and I have an MOM. Oh! Hello guys, Pandasark here, and welcome to my first ever tutorial on Auto Chess. Today in this video, I will try to show you and walk you through my thought process in a game where you're falling far behind. Basically, this is a casual fun game among friends, but we'll try to play it seriously since there's a small money on the side for the winners and for bragging rights. Thank you, Ren, for that. And for you guys, my first tip for you guys is don't fixate yourself on a strategy during the start of the game. You should be able to adapt to the pieces that will be given to you by the game and the board state. So typically, I like to start with Mech Goblin because Mech Goblin is a very strong strategy early game. But the early rounds of the game is more about getting those 2 stars. Actually, 2 stars units without synergy is way better than a strategy opening composition with synergy but only got 1 star units. So Reaper, I will grab that Reaper for the mech bonus. Actually, I am torn between getting those Divinity God of War for my Divinity composition, but I don't know. Divinity is kinda inconsistent, so I don't wanna gamble, and it's too early for the game to decide for a strategy. So let's just see what the game will give us. So what you want to do is to just get as much pairs as possible during the early round of the game. Then you have to decide maybe on round 10 or round 15 depending on your situation on what strategy you will be focusing, because usually round 10 to 15 is the start of the mid game. Mid game is where the players start to finalize their strategies, and it's the time where you can pivot to a strategy in case you are losing to some, or maybe you're sharing a lot of pieces together with other players. So right now I'm running a Divinity mech. It's more about being tanky and just dishing a lot of damage. Oh, so this is the first PvP round, so I'm contemplating whether to put warriors or the Divinity mech. So I've decided warriors is way better than Divinity mech because of the warrior bonus, and also I have swordsman. Swordsman was buffed earlier and it dishes out a lot of magic damage. But sadly, we're faced with a 2-star God of War, so this is not looking good for us. We'll just try to at least kill as much units as we can, and there we have it. We killed 2. So it happens. There's a lot of people getting already 2 stars, and sadly we face one of them. So right now I want to get that and that. Why I got those is because it will give me a goblin bonus, and I want to take out that. I'm thinking of taking out that God of War for the swordsman, and I think it's better this way. So let's see who we will be facing next. I just hope it's not someone with a 2-star. And it's not someone with a 2-star, but a rush level Jeff Fox with a rush level. Oh god, I will definitely lose to this. He has that knight thing going, plus basic strong units like Tusk Champion and Soulbreaker. So yeah. Checking out our enemies. Whoa, Ren running that early Divinity basic composition. Hokori with the 2-star Ergesis. So we will try to do a mech and warrior composition. So maybe to negate some damage because we're taking a lot. It's only round 6 and we've already taken 5 damage. So thinking of getting that knight composition. No, nope, because I think Jeff's already getting the knights. So just gonna grab that Sword of Sand for the beast bonus. Oh, the 2-star. Oh, the good thing. That's just a bad luck for Kimo. My Skybreaker dodge jump during the Heaven Bombers SS, so it didn't do anything. But sadly, I still lost to that. I want to achieve those warriors. To salvage this, I'm thinking of getting the 6 warrior bonus because during the early game, it's very strong. The warrior bonus is very strong. So checking out the others build, we have that knight, fox running knights, cave clan, and hunter build for Hokori. So Hokori is doing pretty good. Oh, this is a mech goblin for Sandata. Oh, swordsman is doing work, but I think it's not enough. That heal from the enchantress. What's the name of the enchantress here? What's his name? What's it? Unicorn. It's doing a lot of work. So yeah, he negated a lot of my damage. So what we're trying to do now is to get to level 6 so that I can put in my 6 warriors. I don't want to build that MOM right now because of course no one will use it. MOM silences the user, the piece that you've given it into, and as of now we want all these pieces to use their skills. 2-star Soul and Skybreaker, both PPH having a very good start with 2-star Soul and Skybreaker. I think Soulbreaker is the strongest unit in the early game, 2-star unit in the early game. He got a lot of attack speed, burst damage when he tossed that shuriken. Oh, I'm just round 8 and I already lost 15 point of health. Oh,
Wolves
nice
and wolf's
wolf
clothing.
for the beast
would have
bonus.
guessed?
Warriors now gonna level up. Put my 6 warriors in, and let's see if we can beat someone with the 6 warriors. Basically, I think we can beat someone because 6 warriors is really strong. We got that beast bonus going on. We got that cave clan by Red Chief Axe and swordsman. So we're facing Ren with a divinity composition. Tiny or Stone Spirit is very strong against God of War because he tosses him back and making the units behind him vulnerable to my warrior units. And now, see, Swordsman dishing a lot of magic damage, 1562. He is my MVP right now. I hope we can make him 2-star soon. I need 2 stars right now. We're already entering the mid game and I don't have a single 2-star. They got a lot of 2-star, a lot of 2-stars. Oh, there you go, 2 stars. Grabbing that worm. Actually, I'm thinking of 4 beast bonus, early bonus, and we'll just hang on for these units. I'm checking Hokori. Wow, he got wow. Poppy with the early berserker and Hokori with the early siren. These two are very lucky, and me just I have one single two-star, a single two-star in my composition, which is a swordsman. But yeah, swordsman is currently my MVP, dishing out a lot of damage because he was just buffed earlier in this patch.
The early bird
So
catches the wind.
selling, I'm gonna sell my mech and goblin units right now because as I mentioned, entering the round 10 to 15, you should start finalizing your composition, or at least getting the foundation of what you want to do in the late game. And right now I grabbed Doom Arbiter and Pirate Captain, and this is looking good for me because I have the two purple warriors, which will help me in this mid game. Right now, I'm very confident that I can win with some of the other opponent's composition. So nice Doom on the Siren that will prevent her from dishing out that Stone Gaze. Oh wait. Oh, she managed to get it off, but sadly he's
Victory
very
is
low in
sweet,
health.
but I prefer
Remember
friendship.
that Siren has to stay alive for the duration of the casting of the Stone Gaze before the Stone effect comes in. She has to survive. Sadly, she didn't have the HP to do so,
Wolves in wolf's
grabbing that
clothing. Who would have guessed?
beast. So we're gonna check the opponents. So Divinity, Poppy PH, getting that early berserker. If only I had that. Hori with the druids. Good thing there's like two people going for Divinity because that will kind of delay them, and Divinity is more of a pre-roll strat. I mean, it some of the basic components like Thunder Spirit is 3-star, 3 gold, so it's
You
mostly composed of rares and uncommons. So thinking of getting that Siren, but since I'm losing far behind, I'm thinking of um, maintaining my economy with 22. I'll just check the economy. Okimo with the 40 gold, and Fly Solo also doing warriors. So we have 3 warriors users in our game. So this will kind of delay my warriors composition because I'm competing with other players. So right now I'm given this composition, I think I can easily win against Santata, which is running Druid Beast. Yeah, I think it's Druid Beast. So Druids is
Victory is sweet, but I
strong
prefer
in
fish.
mid game
We're
if
This
you
was
manage to
wolves
get
in
them
wolf's
to
clothing.
3
Who would have
stars.
guessed?
But given that it's only Sandata managed to 3-star his unicorn, and I with the 2-star werewolf, things are looking great for us. I'm gonna sell that Stone Spirit because I'm not thinking of going to a 9 warrior strat. It's more of a 6 warriors, 4 beasts, and a warlock composition, because I saw there's hunters and some divinity, and the beast warrior bonus will give the beast warlock bonus will give me enough sustainability to able to
Victory
break
is sweet,
through
but I prefer
those
fish.
those frontliners of the divinity, which is God of War, and the damage of the hunters. So divinity, there's two divinity players, Cave Clan, Druid, Beast, and Sandata, Poppy with Goblin Mech Spirit Assassins, uh, Demon Knight for Fox. Oh, so right now we're gonna keep our economy going. So this is a PvE round, and we just have to basically do nothing because the warriors um, positioning is always in front. Just have the positioning of warriors is always going in front of the enemy. They because they are all melees, so we want to be as close as possible to our enemies. So I don't have any doubts that I will win this PvE round. So
Victory is sweet, but I prefer
giving
fish.
all the mana generating items to my pirate captain because I want to get that boat as early as possible. It's a debate whether you want that
You're
Doom
gonna
Arbiter
get
get
at
that
this. Your
mana
song needs more
generating
health
items
screens.
than Pirate Captain, but given that my enemies are using um, Divinity Mage because I'm so warrior composition is kinda at a disadvantage against Divinity Mage. So I want that both as early as possible to reach those mage. So you see, you'll see what's this? You'll see that the boat will cause a lot of damage and once the boat hits, there's a big chance that the mages
Victory
behind
is
the God
sweet,
of
but I
War,
prefer
which
fish.
are so squishy, be damaged uh quite a big quite heavily. So we'll just level up because I want to have that Beast Warrior thing. Oh, nice. Nice. Razor Claw. Thinking of grabbing that Warpwood Sage. I think I'll grab. Do I grab it? I think I should. I think I should grab it. Um, it's for safety purposes that I might be needing 2-star once we face other opponents, and also it's needed for the 3-star druid comp. So yeah, it's it's not a problem that Razor Claw
Victory is
died
sweet, but I prefer
very
fish.
easily, but as long as he managed to bring out that bear, it's alright for us. So selling that because I already have a superior beast. Oh, nice.
Live by the.
Level
Oh, it's
2.
tough being a single parent and a fearless warrior, but
It's
I make it work.
funny thing, it's round 18 and I'm still having a 1-star Tuskar. So since I have that 2 beast bonus, 2 beast units, I'll just grab a superior warrior to replace him for now. But I still need that Tuskar, task champion, because I want to have that 4 beast warrior bonus, 4 beast bonus going. So right now, I think we can easily win against Fox, but they have a boat. Ooh, Swordsman, killing them all. Swordsman is my MVP. Thank you
The
for the
early bird
buff.
catches the win.
We're now number 1. Ah, see, Beast Warrior is so strong that it managed to put me in number 1. Berserker, nice. Gotta take out this Abyssal Guard, put in Berserker because I need more DPS, and I have an MOM. Oh! Nope. Nope. I gave. Nope. I misclicked and gave. Swordsman that MOM. This will surely cost me a round or so because Swordsman's biggest asset is his spin, and I've taken it out from him, and now Fly Solo Swordsman is doing a lot of work against my units, and my Swordsman didn't spot. So I'm thinking of selling that Swordsman and replacing it with a 1-star. Should I? 52. I have to. Sorry. I have a pair of Swordsmen. That's the problem. That's the problem when you misclick, because it will cost you. That mistake is so costly on my side because I have to sell my best DPS due to a mistake, and it cost me my game, my win streak, and sadly I got no choice because Swordsman with an MOM is not that strong because again his biggest asset is his spin. So I have to wait for another Swordsman to come out. So I'll get another 2-star Swordsman. So right now we're gonna focus on leveling because I want to get to level 8 as soon as possible, because I want to put in my 4 beast bonus. So right now let's see if my 4 beast bonus, but remember that these are just 1-stars. Fly Solos and level 8 also, the number one's on level 8 with all warrior composition. So let's see if I can break through this. I think I might be able to. Oh no. Yeah. That was a costly mistake. My composition declined easily due to that mistake, and I'm losing a lot. I'm losing maybe 2 or more rounds because I need to find a Swordsman, and right now I'm having a 30% chance of getting that.
Oh, it's
Gonna
tough
rush
being a
my-
single parent and a fearless warrior. Oh, it's tough being a single parent and
I've
a
rerolled down.
fearless warrior.
I think
But I
I'll
make
just
it
keep it
work.
at 20, and I'ma sell this one so I can get that Crystal of Devil Blood. Give it to that. And let's see. I think Kimo with the Divinity War. Oh, the Tsunami Walker. This is bad. This is bad, Tsunami Walker. But can we do it? Oh wait. Someone exploded.
Finish him!
What causes that explosion?
You're gonna
That's
get axed. I'm thinking of just selling the Swordsman because I don't have. I've already completed my 6 mage, 6 warriors. Sorry. What? This is much better because of the warlock. Oh, Tusk Champion is one of my warriors. Costly mistake once again. I opted for a warlock composition, a warlock synergy, but forgot that Tusk Champion is part of my 6 warrior and 4 beast synergy. Oh, Fox is out. Fox is the last week champion, so gonna give 2 MOMs because I don't have any units that
will use MOM. Oh, Warpwood Sage. I'm gonna sell this one for a level 1. Actually, I don't need 2 Warpwood Sage. So I'll just roll. Try my luck to find, because I already have 2. Wait, I'm gonna put it back first. I'll try to look for Unicorn and Whisper Seer. But 38, I need to keep my economy up. Okay, so he's also a warrior user. Such a shame. It's level 2, very cheap. But Worm doing a lot of work. Can I kill that? Okay. I may not win, but managed to kill some. Okay. Taking a lot of damage right now. I think 48. I'm gonna keep my. I'm sell this to get to 50 to keep my economy rolling, because I want to re-roll to get my level 3 3-star Razor Claw next round, because I'm a bit low on my HP. Oh guys, don't forget that HP is also that HP is also an asset or a resource, so don't be shy using it.
Victory is sweet, but I prefer
Critical
fish.
for my Berserker. That's why use your HP resource wisely, because it will help you also win games if you manage to win. Because remember, there's also a strategy called Open Fort, wherein they literally try to lose a lot to get the lose streak going. I'm just looking for Sage. Seer. There you go. Now time to sell those. Okay, move that a lot. Time to sell those. I don't need any of those now. Okay. Nice. Now I'm confident enough that I can take this Divinity combo. So, some of the tips I forgot to mention earlier is don't be cautious when you're sharing a composition with other. Like, I have so remember in the early rounds that I have 3 other players competing with my warrior pieces, but I stick to warrior because I have that I managed to get the Doom Arbiter and Pirate Captain, which is basically the higher warriors. So, but if you are on the short side of the stick, like you're only getting the lower quality warriors, you might want to consider pivoting. So, as mentioned in my in the earlier part of the game, I have a strategy in mind that can counter some of the leaders during that time, which is the 4 Beast Warlock 6 Warriors combination, and I managed to get those, and it's paying off right now. Some of you guys might be wanting to just stick with the all warrior because it's kinda easy to get the 9 warriors plus anything combination, and I want to level up to get my warlock bonus. And since I'm getting that warlock bonus and my pirate captain's only 1 star, I want to go in this corner to maximize my damage. The reason why I'm putting this Tusk champion in the middle is for it not to die easily, because if that dies easily, it will give my opponents mana, and that will trigger their SS, their ultimates. And right now, see, my Razor Claw is doing a lot of work. Go 3 stars, but I don't think I can win. No. Can I? No. So I'm on the verge of elimination. So it's now a 2-star, and now let's go back to the middle. So I change my positioning depending on my units. So that might also, you might also want to try that. Putting Tusk Champion behind, because I don't want it to die first. So re-rolling for the Tusk Champion. No, 23. I can because Tusk Champion only costs 1, and I will, if I win, and if I pick it, I still have 1 gold to spare. Oh, okay. I think I can still win this. Yeah, I can still win. Oh no, that win Ranger. Oh my god, I'm near elimination. Oh, Hokori is already defeated. Oh, GG. So nice, gonna grab that. Put this there. Oh, the champion. Nice. Now I'm gonna put it up front because I don't need. But we'll check first. Assassin users? No assassin users, so there's no need for a tank behind. Put it there. Move the Razor back. I think I need to wait. Should I? Yes, but it's just a PB. So I'm thinking of moving switching my Doom Arbiter and Razor Claw positions, because Razor Claw needs a space to summon his bear, and I need that bear fighting. But I need also the chance, the possibility of, yeah, I need to make it here. So put that there. Oh, a lot of people didn't know that Worm actually is one of my. Wait, I'll replace this one with this one. This is better. Okay. So I gave my Worm a mana regen because we're facing warriors. So these little snakes will do some work because they slow warriors down. And with my and it also regenerate the Worm's mana. So it will help us easily create more. Wait, I'll just put in my items there, that there, pulse staff there. Oh, to anti-mage cloak for the divinity user. Give it to my tanks. Okay, steel plate mail. Give it to there, and yeah. So back to my okay, try to reroll for a 2-star. Oh wait, I'll get it. Oh, didn't have enough time. So yeah, so I think even though Fly Solo got a superior stars and superior composition, my Poison Worm will do a lot of work because, as you see, they are magic immune, plus they're generating a lot of mana for my Worm, and they're slowing a lot of warrior units. And see, managed to kill the top one there. And I'm now on round 2. Second place, sorry, round 2. So it's way better there. Holy macaroni! He managed to get a 3-star Berserker. I don't think I can defeat that. Can I? Given, oh my god. He managed to get 3-star Berserker while I only have a single Berserker. Dude, I was doing so well. Uh, yeah, Venoman, Poison Worm still doing a lot of work, but it's not enough. That, oh my, see, if only I got a 2-star Berserker, I can fight this head on. But yeah, sadly, oh well, it happens. It happens. So, for a recap, here's my recap for you guys. So, these are my top tips for this game. So, first, enter the game with an open slate. Don't think of strategy yet. Don't think of any opening strategy. Just go with the flow, adapt. In the early rounds, let the game decide where it will lead you, and during the middle game, it's up to you whether to accept it or pivot or check the situation or where you want to go. So be open minded. Early game, let the game decide. Then in mid game, it's up to you. So, number two, don't be afraid to compete for pieces with other players. As you see, I have a lot of competition with the warrior pieces, and my main composition that I want to do is warriors. But I had the upper hand when I got the Doom Arbiter and the Pirate Captain. So if I managed to be on the losing side, like I only got common warriors such as Red Chief Axe, Tuskar Champions, Swordsman, or even only Werewolf, I might have considered changing my strategy or pivoting from the warrior composition. Next is always check your opponent's board. So earlier I saw a lot of Divinity Mage, I saw some Hunters, Warrior composition from Hokori, Mech Goblin from Poppy, Beast Druid from Sandata, yeah, Divinity Mage from Kimo and Ren, um, Knights and from Jeff, and also all Warrior composition from Fly Solo. And that gave me the information that a Beast Warrior Warlock can out-sustain, out-damage, and make a lot of work against those compositions. That decision and that knowledge gave me the advantage to be prepared for the late game. If I didn't, if maybe if I would have gone for a nine warrior composition instead of my composition, I would have lost that game because Divinity Mage is a 50-50 uh it's it's a 50-50 matchup against Warriors compositions, and given that I didn't got the Berserker to 2-star, I will be lacking damage to break through the God of War, and that might have cost me the game. Another tip that I'll be giving to you is don't be afraid to pivot from your early composition. So as mentioned in the earlier, mid-game rounds 10 to 15 is the best way to do so. This is the time where people are finalizing their strategies and they are already looking for specific units. And during these rounds, you might want to check your opponent's boards to check what are the available composition that you can pivot into. But in this game, I didn't have the chance to pivot because I had the upper hand. So I'm sticking to my plan, and that's my other tip. Once you've entered round 15, there's a little chance of success pivoting. So you should be focusing on your plan. Just ride with it. Reroll, reroll properly, level up properly. As you see, I'm uh, a bit strict with my rerolling and leveling. I only level when I needed to. I only reroll when I needed to. I'm not that compulsive reroller that forcing the forcing rerolls to get certain pieces. This is another tip for you. Always check your level when you are rerolling because your level dictates the percentage of you getting that units that you're needed. That's what happened on my Tuskar champion. My level is high enough already that my Tuskar champion, a common unit, is harder to get than a rare unit or a mythic unit. Also, one more tip that I'll be giving you is to study the meta. Studying the meta is knowing what counters what. That will give you the knowledge on what strategy or what composition you'll be using against those opponents. I've studied the meta, and with that knowledge, I've able to counter a lot of compositions, and that led me to a second place finish. Thank you guys for watching this video. And if you like contents like these, click that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll try to produce more tutorial videos for auto chess, and hope to see you soon. Goodbye.